Hi Leo, how's it going? It's Ant from Cancer Moons Tarot, and welcome on in here to your September 2023 tarot reading. How are you? Hope you guys are doing great. Do want to mention before we start, if you're interested in having a personal read, you can check out my website, cancermoonstarot.com. It's going to be the first link in the description below. But Leo, welcome on in, and let's see what's going on with you regarding your September 2023. So, what's going to be showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Team Leo? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. If I can get these cards together throughout September 2023, what's going to be showing up here, please, for the lovely Leo gang? Honestly, all placements of Leo are more than welcome to watch, so let's see what's going on here for you. Now, you had a flip card. Flip card here is the Three of Wands, waiting for your ships to come in. There could be something specific that you're waiting to see change or waiting to see come into your life here at this point in September. You could be waiting on a response, waiting to hear back, maybe from a job if you had an interview recently, maybe from a friend if there is something that needs to be talked about. Three of Wands, though, is the energy of stagnation, so there could be certain things in your life that may be stagnated here at this time, and that might be a little frustrating for you. I would say whatever you basically can't change, don't put your attention and focus on that. Put your focus on what you can be proactive with, okay? So don't be stuck waiting for something. Let it happen when it happens. But if you can be proactive in other areas, I would focus on being as proactive and productive as possible. All right, though, let's get into it. Overall energy, we got a Page of Pentacles. For the current energy, King of Swords. What you're dealing with at this time, Ten of Pentacles, great. And the current outcome, wonderful. We have here a Temperance. So far, energies are looking pretty solid here, Leo. You start with a Page of Pentacles. So a Page of Pentacles is the energy of getting started. It's about putting a little bit of an investment into something. I think that a lot of you guys are starting to invest more into energies of discipline with the King of Swords, really making sure that you're holding yourself accountable for the goals that you want to acquire, the goals you want to succeed and thrive in. And I get the feeling here that it's like the more you've kind of been strict with yourself, and it's not strict with yourself in a way where it has any sort of negativity attached to it. It's strictness and discipline that you know if you do these set amount of things, you're going to be successful no matter what. So I feel like you've been on your grind in a very positive way, and it is opening up here many channels of abundance with the Ten of Pentacles. So I get that feeling here for you, Leo, where you're starting to see things unravel and unfold for you in a good way because you're really working towards it. You have a game plan together. You're taking action. You know what direction you got to go on your path, and you are starting to see things unfold. Energetically, looking at the outcome, Temperance, it's like I have literally no complaints. You know, the Temperance card here is a card that represents that you feel like you're in great emotional balance. So right now I'm feeling also it's kind of like an energy of peace, you know? It's a very peaceful time in your life here, it feels. In September, everything is good. There's zero complaints. You're working towards your goals. You're seeing things come of that, and you're very much so enjoying this time, which is great. All right. Moving on forward, though, here for you, let's see what may be showing up in your challenge for the month. And for the challenge, we have here the Seven of Wands. Yeah, Seven of Wands here is about having restrictions show up in your life. What do these restrictions entail, though? What would be these restrictions Leo's trying to restrict? We got here a Nine of Wands and a Six of Cups. I do think that, of course, with Mercury being in retrograde at this time, one of the main things you're trying to restrict yourself from is getting too sentimental or investing too much into your past. It does feel to me like you're trying to limit how deep you go back into the memory lanes. We have here the Nine of Wands showing up as well. I think you're trying to also restrict, you know, kind of going inward, keeping to yourself too much. You want to make sure that you're being open and transparent. I think that in regards to communication, sometimes you can feel like shutting down and just getting really wrapped up inside your own world. And I think that you notice that it does take effect on other people. So you're doing your best here to not be so internalized, but instead to be as open and transparent as you can with the people in your life. Tell me a little more about that for Leo. Why does Leo feel the need to shut down every now and then? We have here the Ace of Swords, and we have here the Ten of Swords. I think that, to tell you the truth, it's like I've gone through so many endings, and I've gone through so many situations that changed and are no longer the same, that I try not to get too close, or I try not to get too invested, because I notice that I've had a lot of changes go underway in my life. So it almost feels to me for you, Leo, that maybe for the past couple months, even maybe for the past year, maybe stability wasn't all that there. It feels like things were kind of rapidly changing. So you've been trying not to get too comfortable. You've been trying to just not get too close or too attached to things. But I think that the difference of September, though, is that stability is coming here because Ten of Pentacles represents that stable kind of environment. So I feel like things are going to slow down for you in September in a way where it's not about changes and rapid things shifting. It's about you are where you are. You've worked to get here. You can kind of slow down and enjoy the ride rather than having to be on go, go, go mode. So I think that one of the biggest challenges there is allowing yourself to kind of just sit in a place for a little bit and slow down, just because it's not what you're used to, you know? But I think you'll be okay. I think that you'll get used to this feeling for sure. And I like that at the same time here too, especially if we're talking about connecting with people as well. You in September can very well likely start forming solid connections with people that are going to be long lasting. These are not connections that are going to be temporary and flow out of your life immediately just as quickly as they came. I feel like if you are meeting new people in September, these are people you're going to form really long, solid connections with. All right, though, Leo, moving on forward here for you. Sun card came out. Beautiful. This is the Leo Zodiac card, and this does represent happiness. So I do feel like it will be a very happy month for you, but let's see what you can expect here, though, throughout the rest of September 2023. So what can Leo peeps expect here throughout the rest of their September? We have here the Devil. We also have here the Two of Swords. We have here the World card, and we have here the Judgment card. So I think that one of the biggest things that you'll be kind of going through here is releasing the energy of resentment for how many things have changed over the period of time we're discussing, whether there's been a lot of changes in 2023, a lot of changes in the past few months, even for the past few years. You know, I think that it's about letting go of the resentment of not really having something stable. You know, maybe you've been moving around a lot. Maybe you've gone through partner to partner. Maybe you've been changing jobs so frequently. Maybe you feel like mentally you've been pretty restless, but I think that this is about choosing to let go of the resentment of that and embrace this whole new world you're stepping into. You're really giving September a chance because you're in a new position, you're in a new place, but you're giving it a chance to say, I can slow down here, I can relax here, I can enjoy the fruits of my labor. So it's weird, but you're going to do your best here to let go of the resentment you felt, because I think to a certain degree, dealing with inconsistency for a long time has created resentment. It definitely hasn't been the most fun. Yeah, you got here an Ace of Pentacles and a Hermit. It's like, it felt like every time I was ready to settle down, here's another opportunity, here's another shift, here's another change. You know, it's been pretty hard here to find consistency. Yeah, I think that that's kind of the main thing here for you, Leo. But September will change it, I feel. I really do. I think it's going to be a great time to slow down. Let's get two more cards here. Five of Swords and the Hierophant. Yeah. So, you know, what you can expect throughout the rest of September is you're going to be at a point where it's like, you know what? I'm committed. I'm devoted. I'm happy with my current environment. I'm going to fight to stay here. I'm going to fight to make this work. I'm going to fight to slow down, and I'm going to fight to enjoy the fruits of my labor. So kind of looking at this overall main situation so far that I'm seeing here for September 2023, it basically implies, Leo, that over the past couple months or however duration it's been, you've been going through rapid amounts of changes. It's kind of felt like there's been a big lack of consistency, honestly, throughout 2023 for you. And it has been pretty frustrating, I think. I think it's created a lot of resentment in your life. You haven't been happy with it. You've wanted to slow down, and it's felt like it's been impossible to get there. But you have kept your head on straight here. You got King of Swords, you got here Page of Pentacles. Like, you have chose to really be devoted to something. You have chose to be really disciplined here and work on a path that you can see yourself enjoying and actually having a longevity point of view there, like having a path that's long lasting. So you've been working towards something where you know that if you get there, you're going to stay there, right? Maybe it's a job, maybe it's a relationship, maybe you've been working towards living somewhere that you can see yourself being able to enjoy and live there for a very long time. But regardless, you're making it there here in September. And you're having that sense of stability. And it's like, it feels so good that I can slow down, I can relax. I don't have to worry too much about all this rapid change. I can stay in one place and it feels good. So that's pretty much your main situation. But what I'm now going to do here is I'm going to go over your career, your love life, and your personal life. All right, so let's take a look on into that. For career for Leo, what do we have showing up for them? What's going to be showing up for career for Leo throughout September 2023? First card is going to be the Knight of Wands. Next card is going to be here the Nine of Cups. And lastly for you, the Magician. Love it, Leo. Yeah, I really feel like you've been manifesting major career goals. So Nine of Cups here is self-satisfaction with your career. I'm also hearing self-made. So if you do have your own business, if you own your own business, if you created a company, whatever the case may be, definitely a lot of good energy showing up there. You've created something that's viable, right? So if you've made your own business, it's viable. You did it yourself, you're self-made. Either way though, Nine of Cups is enjoying your career here currently. Knight of Wands, things are moving in the career. And I do feel here that it is things that you have manifested, things you've wanted and desired. So if you've been desiring a raise, you might be getting that raise. If you've been desiring to make a certain amount of income per month, you might finally be hitting that mark. Because I feel like the things you've been desiring to achieve within your career, your essential career goals, are starting to hit the mark. So you're starting to get there and see those goals unfold. Fantastic. Love hearing that for you. So career goals are definitely unfolding. Having a look here into your love life, let's start first and foremost with the single Leos. What do we got here for the single Leos in love for September 2023? We have here the Strength, we have here the Five of Pents, and we have here the Two of Wands. For the single Leos in love, I don't feel like there is much connection showing up here for September. It does kind of feel to me here, Five of Pentacles, you can be removing yourself from a third-party situation for some. For others of you, you might have been stuck between two people with the Two of Wands. You didn't really know who you wanted more. I think what you're saying here, though, is that at the end of the day, if I can't choose between this person and that person, then I'm not going to choose either. I'm going to choose myself instead. I do see that single Leos might come to the conclusion of choosing themselves and focusing on self-love more rather than connecting with other people romantically, because you might not feel like you are really picking up any good vibes with people on a romantic level, or you just don't feel like you're vibing with people in general. So for the single peeps in the month of September, I don't think that you're really going to feel like you're vibing or connecting with people here. You're probably going to go off and do your own thing, maybe prioritize other things over love. Now for the coupled Leos coming into September, what do we have here for the couples? We have here the Queen of Wands, and we have here the Four of Wands showing up as well. Definitely more passionate adventures coming into play here for sure. Queen of Wands is like a very passionate, sexual almost kind of energy. If there has been a lack of kind of attention to certain types of needs, if you guys get what I mean, those could be starting to be more prioritized within the relationship. So it could definitely be a pretty fun time for the Leo peeps that are coupled up. But I do feel like there is going to be an even deeper sense of a bond between the two of you. It feels like your relationship's in a very good place. Four of Wands, though, can represent a wedding. It can represent the energy of like a proposal. If that's the case and you're taking the next step, or there's new chapters showing up in your relationship, congratulations, because that's really beautiful. But I feel here that there's a lot of more expression showing up here between you both. I think that for the couple Leos, if there has been a lack of communication recently, or if there's been less passionate expression, if it's kind of felt like, you know, we've been in a relationship for a long time, things have kind of slowed down a little bit, you're picking back up on that initial attraction and passion, and you're spicing it up a little bit, right? I think every relationship can kind of reach a point where things slow down a little bit between each partner. Maybe they get caught up with work, they get caught up with life, but now this is the energy of reconnecting together, really enjoying your time with one another, and I feel like you're just kind of remanifesting the spark, if you will, in a way, for the coupled Leos. So that is fantastic. Love to see that for you guys. Okay, now moving on into the personal life for Leo. What do we got going on here for Leos personally in September 2023? We have here the Wheel of Fortune. Taking a look here at the next card, the Moon card, and lastly for you, the Six of Swords. Yeah, I feel like a lot of you guys feel like you're on course, like you're on the right path. I think that that's how you're feeling here. Wheel of Fortune, it's a fortuitous time. It feels like you've reached your destination. And that destination was to settle down. That destination was to enjoy something, not have to worry about shifts and changes in life, but instead to enjoy right where you are. So that's exactly what you're getting here. And it feels like emotionally, there is a giant sense of relief of being able to slow down and not have to experience change. So love that for you as well. And what I'm going to do here, guys, lastly now is I'm going to take a look here at the most important message of the month that you guys need to hear, and then we'll take a look at the overall outcome of the month here as well. So what's going to be the most important message that my Leo peeps need to hear regarding September 2023? What's the most important message coming up? We have here the Queen of Swords. We have here the Three of Cups. And we have here the Star card. Yeah, Leo, this month is about being direct about what you want and what's going to make you happy, and figuring out a path here, essentially with the Star card, of how you're going to make that happen. So remember, guys, whatever you've been working towards here, maybe you've been working towards a stable relationship with someone and you're not dealing with any changes. Maybe you've been working towards having a stable and steady job. Whatever it may be, get very clear and concise, especially at a time when Mercury is in retrograde where things can be easily miscommunicated. Be as clear and concise with yourself as you can be about what's going to make you happy, what you want and desire, and execute it. It's that simple. That's literally what I'm hearing from the universe. Universe is like, be clear about what it is you want, and go towards what makes you happy and execute it here with the Star card. And as simple as that, you will have it, you will make it happen. So really make sure you're taking the time here to not have confusion, but instead to have a direct, clear, and concise path in front of you of what it is you desire. And you most certainly can have it if you work towards it and stay focused on what that is that you desire overall. Okay. All right, though, guys, love it so far, man. Definitely a pretty good reading here, I have to say the least. All right, let's go ahead and have a look here at the overall outcome and see what's up. What's going to be the overall outcome here for Leo? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout September 2023. What do we have here for the overall outcome of Leo Peeps month? And what do we got? Three of Pentacles. I like it, guys. Yep, Three of Pentacles coming in here for you. Everything finally feels like it's working on out. Okay, I like it. And there's a certain level of stability there too. As you can see, it kind of looks like they're building a chapel in the background, and that chapel's nowhere near finished. That definitely is going to be something that takes a long time to build. So in a way here, Leo, it kind of reminds me back to what we've been talking about in this reading, where you're kind of slowing down, you're building something, you're working on something. So you get to build your empire now. Coming into the month of September, you can slow down and enjoy your empire while still working on building it, and not feel like things have to change, but instead there's this high level of consistency that I think you've been really desiring to experience for quite some time. So it's really nice to see the consistency come on in. Okay. All right, though, Team Leo, guys, I appreciate you letting me read for you. Thank you guys so much for the honor. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed your reading, of course. And if it resonates, do let me know down in the comments section down below. All right. If you guys are new here, definitely consider subscribing. I'd appreciate it too. And I'd be more than happy to welcome you here into the Soul family. And of course, guys, if you want a personal reading, first link in the description below. I'll be happy to meet you over there on my website. But Leos, have a great September, and I will see you all in the next video. Much love, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.